I'm going to try to give you an idea of how significant figures and uncertainty plays into actually making a real measurement. This is very simple, of course, but it's very instructive. So first I have this ruler, which is an object, and then I have another object I'm going to try to measure. So I line this up the best I can, and I have no uncertainty at all that this is a 7, right? So that's 7, and then there's going to be a point something. So that's 5, that's 6, so I got no problem reading that that is 7.6. Then I see that it's a little bit more than 7.6, and I'm going to have to guess here. It's not a total guess. I'm using all my years of expertise to make this decision. I'd say it's closest to a 2. So that would be my guess, 7.62 centimeters. And I look at where my uncertainty first occurred. There was no uncertainty here, none over here. This is where I first saw my uncertainty. So the uncertainty is plus or minus 0.01 centimeters. So I estimated that that was a 2. Somebody else with just as much expertise might have come in here and told me that, oh, that was a 0.01 or a 0.03. But the uncertainty, plus or minus 0.01, allows for that. So if I'm just looking at that number, not knowing anything about how it was measured, I assume that there's uncertainty in this hundredths place right here. And that's really the way it works. So now if I try to measure something smaller and even more difficult to measure, maybe the diameter of this mechanical pencil. So you can see the problems I'm having lining up that paint right there. And I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, okay, is that really lined up? I'm talking about, am I seeing the thickness of the paint? I have the curvature of the object I'm trying to measure, messing things up. But at least I know that that is about 0.7. So 0.7, and I'm seeing that it's very close to the 8, so I might put maybe, how would I say, maybe an 8. So that would be my best estimate for this. So where is my uncertainty? Right there, again, in the 100ths place. So notice that the uncertainty here is the same as the uncertainty here, because the uncertainty has to do with the instrument, which happens to be this particular ruler. So why does this have 2 significant figures and this have 3? Well, you saw that it was much easier to measure the larger object than it was the smaller object, and that's the major reason. So 2 significant figures, plus or minus 0.01 centimeter, 3 significant figures, plus or minus 0.01 centimeter. I have more trust in this number than I do in this number because it has more significant figures. So what would I do if I needed more significant figures? This object right here was difficult to measure because of its curvature. So therefore I might have moved to a micrometer. I might have got a better uncertainty. And I could also find a better ruler than this one. This one is just marks off in tenths of a centimeter. So if I wanted more significant figures, I'm going to have to get a better instrument.